Oh, hello everybody. So, apparently I am having technical issues with KineMaster, which means I get to use screen recorder apps in front of games and lovely things, and it's so annoying. So, I have a few words to say, and it's not of more Discord, shut up. Anyway, so I have a few words to say. First, I'm going to just be going offline with posting videos for two reasons. One, because of technical issues, and two, I have Thanksgiving stuff to do, and it's just, I guess, stressful where I have to deal with school things and all of that lovely goody stuff. If you're one of my friends on Discord or whatever, I'm still going to be on there. We'll be able to chat. I'm just not going to post any YouTube videos or anything like that. So, yeah. Which means Flames and Fury is still not going to be able to, continue because of technical issue, and I'm busy. Which is pissing me off because I'm starting to get motivation to actually make a video, another episode, and cut the first season off, because there's 10 episodes within each season, so I don't have to stress about how many episodes are going to be in each season, and how many I need to make. And we're on episode 9, and I still need to make that one singular episode, but KineMaster decides, oh, if it's gonna be over a minute, I'm not gonna let you use me until like 5 days after. And I would have to ruin pretty much all of my content and make it extremely short. And normally my content that I want to make is gonna be over like 2 minutes, because there's a bunch of like drama going on that I want to talk about, but I can't because of KineMaster being a little bitch. Anyway, so yeah. Let me get to the context of this video. I'm talking about like sexualizing and all of that good stuff. So I made a video about a specific YouTuber animator named Addition, or Addiction, or yeah, I'm gonna just call you something. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. So it's more of I didn't like their content because of just how they were perceiving different game characters, and the very common ones that I was talking about was Among Us and Minecraft, right? So their entire art style is focused on the stereotypical female body. Big boobs, big butts, and really thick thighs. And also very curvy and perfect looking. Well, I don't really support this style because it's just stereotypical. How are you going to find a person, specifically a female, that has that exact era unless it's either photoshopped or something, which makes it just not real. It doesn't exist, and it's not going to exist because it's not in realism, I guess. I've never mentioned this before, but this animator has also been fantasizing about the whole thing. Not like fantasizing or like fetishizing it, but more of like, since it's a style that doesn't physically exist in the real world, they end up expressing it a bit too much, where it just looks wrong in so many ways. Like, normally it would be like, you would, it's more like if you take a game character and you, like, want it to be more feminine or more masculine. you would add more like feminine product to it, not product, but more like physical features, and they would make like the boobs bigger, or they would add like female features like hair or something like that. Same thing with men, like they would make it more muscular, or give it more of a shorter haircut, or maybe give it a more like a manly style. It's literally the same thing. My problem is that I don't like it when their entire style is feminine. There is no man in their entire freaking thing that appears, except for like maybe one or two SpongeBob related things, but other than that, it's all female, which is pretty creepy to me, especially if this animator is a guy. To me, that's just gross within itself. I don't know who this person is, number one. Number two, I don't know them in real life. I don't know anything. But what I'm assuming, don't start yelling at me for assuming, because apparently that's bad. If you assume, I'm just gonna get to the point where I'm assuming that this person is an adult male who just wants to be, or a male slash female who wants to be in Idol of Stereotyping. In the Idol of Stereotyping. So it's pretty much, their art style is pretty much put in the whole category of something that's not going to exist. It's not going to exist physically, and I don't think I want it to exist physically. I mean, for me, as being, I just feel like if I was gay in a sense of dating a woman, I would feel like the whole big boobs, big butts, and thick thighs would not be attractive, because it's, number one, not really real. Because if you're going to have big boobs or a big butt, you're going to have a gut that goes with it. It's going to go with you, okay? You're going to have a gut, and you're going to have something that isn't perfect, or society would say isn't perfect, that goes with it. You're not going to have that whole perfect idol unless there's going to be something that might not be perfect in a sense of what society says. And it's just stupid. Why would you think that idol is perfect and a good, positive thing, even though it isn't? And I feel like the idol and the entire whole, the whole shtick is just gross. Why would you take... I mean, I'm just gonna get to the point of, I don't like the art style because the art style freaking sucks because you're sexualizing. Now, this entire video was supposed to be just sexualizing in itself. So, for me, in a standpoint, sexualizing something isn't okay. I'm just gonna get to the point. I say it's not okay because, number one, the creator, if they said it's not okay or they didn't say anything about it, I think whoever's sexualizing the character shouldn't. Like, they don't have the right to. And, especially for a game character, or like a character from a movie, or a character from a webcomic, or an anime, or whatever. If the creator said something about it and say it's not okay, or they didn't say anything about actually allowing you to, or didn't say anything, technically, you're not allowed to do that. It's kind of like the same kind of physics with law, I guess. More of like, you know you're not supposed to do this specific thing, but you do it anyway because you feel like it, even though it either says you are not allowed to or it doesn't say anything, but it's, I guess, it's kind of more of a gray area. But with sexualizing, it's more of how, since it's like so, I guess, common, since you can easily go on like nsfw.com and find some really bimbo looking Pokemon character. That's how like normalized it is. It's kind of like in a sense where, since it's so common and so like overused, where and people decide to say that since it's so like it's so used and a lot of people like it, and like they, I guess, in a sense where people say like, oh yeah, it's fine. No, it isn't fine. You shouldn't be sexualizing a character, number one. And number two, the character is, well, in a sense, on logically, like I guess, like, in a sense where people are defending it, they would say, oh, the character cannot get consent and blah blah blah, it's not real, and what are you gonna do about it? Oh right, you can't. It's more of that doesn't work out because, one, the character in itself it's just more of a form of disrespect to the character. Um like how I like Minecraft, I wouldn't want to see one of my favorite characters in Minecraft or whatever have this idol that isn't. Especially when, how, it's just so, how it's like, you're not supposed to do that. And I just don't respect it, I guess. And you're taking something that isn't supposed to work out. It's sexualizing in within itself is more of saying I can do what I want and I'm not going to take orders from anyone, and if you say that you don't like it, you can just go and cry about it. That's the way how that's the way people act with what I'm trying to perceive when I made that one person's animator video, or how I didn't like how they're treating the characters, and in a sense how it's more of like a hypocritical thing as well. It's like if I took like a gacha character and started making heat, they wouldn't allow it even, and they would say, "Oh, stop sexualizing a kid's game." But you're supporting a person who is literally sexualizing a game that a lot of kids play. It's not really called a kids game, but it would be under the category that kids would play it, like a lot of kids would, and you would just say, "Oh, you're not allowed to. Oh, I support this, but don't support this," even though it's literally the same scenario. That's more of a hypocritical thing, and I just wouldn't like it. You know, it's like you wouldn't like me taking in it a character and just, I guess, putting it in like more of a horny state or whatever. Like if I took I guess, like, Flames and Fury, one of my characters. And, someone took, Cream, for example, and just drew her extremely, like, sexualized. And I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't condone that. Because, number one, Cream isn't like that. Number two, that's not her body build. You're taking something, I guess it's more like you're fixing the character to how you want it, even though that's not, in reality, that's not how it looks like. Like, Among Us characters. A lot of people like putting the female build onto it, even though that's, not how it is. That's not how it looks like, and I don't condone it. And, it's just dumb. Anyway, that's more of my kind of like TED Talk video. And, yeah, I'm tired. My hands are cold, and I'm very visibly upset about, how this channel is going through, because Time Master is my only, app I use for editing, and that's how I make gacha videos, and I'm just upset about it. And I don't really have the motivation to do any digital art or post any speed paints, so that just fails, and I'm not really happy about it. And yeah, my the video's not done yet. Hold on. You might ask me, oh well, since the channel is gonna go under because Kindmaster decides to be a little glitchy, terrible idea, what are you gonna do about it? Well, I can't. I can't do anything about it. And you might ask, oh, what's gonna happen to the channel? Probably gonna go dead, and people are gonna unsubscribe and leave me in the dust because I can't post anything, and I'm gonna end up posting something that's like really negative, and people are like gonna throw hands and start killing people, apparently. So, yeah. Sad times. Oh, happy Thanksgiving.